Welcome to Muddy River Mornings. I'm Bob Goff.
And I'm Brittany Bull.
Holiday weekend is upon us. You have the day off Monday. Congratulations.
Oh, why, thank you.
You're welcome.
I have the day off here, but I'll be open at, my favorite bar.
That's a you problem. I'm just saying.
It's not a problem. It's a great thing.
Anyway, so hope everybody most people do have Monday off, as it is a real holiday per se. So enjoy your 3-day weekend, and those of you who are smart enough to take today off for a 4-day weekend, more power to you as well. We got a really busy show for your holiday weekend. Weather is going to be very interesting that we're going to talk about later. But first, we're going to talk about these lovely cupcakes in front of us.
We're starting off with our summer cupcakes now from Crazy Cakes. They are available. She provided us today with a strawberry cupcake with a hint of lemon. Look how they decorated that.
Very nice.
And then the flavor of the week is a blueberry vanilla bean. And again, these are available all summer long. They are open on Saturday from 8 to 2.
Yep.
I also want to mention that they're on the flavor tour. So this is available through C. Quincy. Make sure to check them out on their website. But they are one of 6 stops. So make sure to check that out. They're all downtown stops, and they do their best. They put out the best things on this tour. So
yeah, it's always a lot of fun.
It is.
Okay. And again, another busy news week as we head into the holiday weekend.
Yes, so at Quincy City Council last week, we had a story covering a potential police investigation. What this is about is the flock cameras. So it was brought to the City Council's attention at City Council meeting from a citizen that the flock cameras were potentially being misused, and so now that is something that they're all going to have to look into.
Also, the Pope's grandfather is from Quincy.
What?
Well, not from Quincy. He spent some time in Quincy. And he also went to Quincy University, and he was a music teacher.
David Adam had the story on that. It has so many details. It was fun to follow and piece it together, and I think he did awesome with that.
The genealogy people who helped out with us and provided us some information said our story was better than the New York Times story.
Oh.
What about that?
Yeah.
Bougie. So, Brittany brought up a bar earlier. There is a bar that is no more in downtown Quincy.
I was going to say maybe we can play Another One Bites the Dust, but I don't want to, get us sued.
Randy says we can play 5 seconds.
Okay, so maybe that goes over this. But we caught a quick glimpse of them demolishing that historic building. It was known as the Player Street Pub, is what it was last called. If anyone knows anything else that it was called, go ahead and just comment that right here in the comments on this post. I'd love to hear it.
And again, that's going to be more parking for Adams County. The city in Adams County had struck a deal with that in order to, the city will take care of that, and the county employees will park there, as some parking was taken away when they did the courthouse, jail expansion and all that. So they're trying to add a little more parking, and that will do that. And also that lot's kind of rough, and it's been needing some work for quite some time.
They decided this back in November 6th, so it's finally underway, and I believe it's adding 4 more spaces.
Yeah, well, overall, I think it'll add even more than that once it's all done, because again, there were a lot of holes in that parking lot, and I think they'll end up it'll end up being a plus, a real plus for that area. So now we have lots more to come. We're going to hear from some of our fine sponsors, and please remember, as always, Muddy River Mornings is driven by Hess Auto Agency.
Since 1985, Hess Auto Agency has been your trusted source for pre-owned vehicles in the tri-state area. Families have experienced the Hess difference for generations and know they'll get the best vehicle buying experience in our region. With an ever-changing inventory, you'll find the right car at the right price. So when you want the best, don't guess. Choose Hess. Hess Auto Agency, 1124 North 24th in Quincy.
Muddy River Engraving has been fantastic to work with, especially when I need something last minute, quickly. Andrew has just been fantastic to get me everything I need in a very quick, effective manner.
We work in a fast-paced industry, so for us, the fact that he personally delivers to it, that's one of the best things, and always comes through ahead of schedule.
What do I love about Muddy River Engraving? I love that Andrew supports the businesses that work with him. We'll see him in here almost every week, and that's nice that, you know, two people are helping each other out, pushing each other's product.
Hi, I'm Glenn Swick, Designated Managing Broker at Swick Realty, and today I'm sharing how the right home improvements can boost your sales price and attract more buyers. Not all upgrades are created equal. Focus on high-impact improvements like a fresh coat of neutral paint, updated lighting, and minor kitchen or bathroom updates. These changes can make your home feel more modern and appealing. Don't forget curb appeal. A well-maintained yard, clean driveway, and inviting entryway create a great first impression and set the tone for the rest of the showing. Before starting any project, consult your real estate agent. They'll help you prioritize improvements that provide the best return on investment for your local market. Remember, the goal is to help buyers see the value in your home, and strategic upgrades can do just that. Ready to maximize your home's value? I'll guide you on the improvements that matter most. Contact me today to get started.
Drug me around Northeast Missouri all week.
Wasn't it worth it though, Bob?
Yes, it was.
So we recently visited our old friends from BK's, checked out their new location, their new setup, and what better way to spend Memorial Day than eating fried chicken. So go ahead and check out this segment and make the trip out there.
It's Muddy River TV.
Hey everybody, we are out and about and we are in Monroe City, outside of BK's at 122 East Summer Street, their new location. And we're here to talk a little bit about the new location with my friend, Miss Talia Troy.
Hello.
Talia Allen, I'm sorry. I always do that to you. She's married now, the married life. But she's here to talk about her family's restaurant. Miss Kathy is her mother. Kathy Troy owns BK's. BK's is the representation of Bill and Kathy, and
Yes.
everyone in Monroe City knows what BK's is, but I am trying to get everyone outside of Monroe City to know what BK's is. So, the last time we were here, we did, I believe, a Taste of the Town with Randy. Randy said the chicken was so good that you had to sit down for it, whatever that means. And ever since then, my family and I make a special trip to come here and get it, and there for a while, you were going through a transition.
Yes.
So we're out of the transition. We're in the new location. It's nice. It's bright. Tell me a little bit about it, Talia.
Well, now we own a little chicken shack, as you can see behind us. The seating is outside only, so it's pickup only, unfortunately, other than in the summertime.
But Miss Kathy informed me that it's getting ready to, they're kind of going to add on to it. They have the dream, and this is the best thing about these people. When I first talked to you about BK's at your old location, she had a dream. She had been working and working and working to own her own restaurant.
Yes.
And she was doing it the way that most people start off with, like a renter-tenant agreement. Yes. And that didn't work out. So now Kathy moved her business and owns this plot of land. So no one's going to take this from her. And she's going to make it so that there is going to be a little bit more outside seating.
Yes.
When you said unfortunately, it's not unfortunately. So for some of us that aren't from Monroe City, I know I'm saying it right because I got lectured on that. It's not Monroe City, guys. It's Monroe City. But for those of you not from Monroe City, there are lots of nice places to stop and eat outside of just the outside seating that they have here right now. You can stop at the park.
Yes.
They also have an underlying partnership with their friends at Casa Tequila.
Yes.
I just found out.
So
you can bring your
take it to the bar right
Oh my
here.
gosh. And they have the best margaritas there at Casa Tequila.
Yes, they do.
I just found that out myself. But here at BK's, you can still get your refreshment drinks. Kathy's famous sweet tea, which Talia got me hooked on. I never
Yes.
thought I'd be a sweet tea person.
Sweet tea, the lemonade, unsweet tea.
Tell me about the specials. What's going on with the specials?
The specials do vary during the week. It really just depends. Our most popular ones are the hot beef plate and the potato bowl. You can get the potato bowl any day of the week, though. But sometimes she'll run a special on it, too, where it's only $5-6, which is pretty cheap. Like I said, they just vary. You never really know. You just have to check out the Facebook page to figure out what the specials are going to be for the week.
Yes, so definitely check out their Facebook page. They do have a new Facebook page. We'll go ahead and link that to you. They're trying to revamp their Facebook. Sometimes Mark Zuckerberg locks us out and we have to start over, but we're doing that. And speaking of the potato bowl, that personally is one of my favorites. If anybody knows what like a KFC bowl is, it's a KFC bowl times 20. Like it literally is the best fried chicken around. I cannot express it. In Quincy all the time, we have this argument. Where's the best place for fried chicken? Well, it's not in Quincy. It's in Monroe City.
It really is.
So tell me the hours of when my friends from Quincy, Hannibal, and the surrounding area can come here along with the, what do you guys call yourselves? Monroe's?
No.
What are you?
Not that.
Okay.
I don't think we have a name for Monroe Cityans.
Well,
we're just Monroe Cityans.
Okay, there you go. Monroe Cityans. Where can, or when can
we are
come
open Monday through Saturday, 11 to 8 o'clock.
Okay.
And the 11 to 8 is just during the summertime for the people out on the lake having fun, just wanting to come and stop and get some chicken. But when it's colder hours, it's just 11 to 7.
Okay. Switch it for the weather as accordingly. And then the setup right now, like she said, is a little different. You have to make sure you order in. This is the number right here, 573
We prefer you to call ahead.
1295. Now, if you don't call ahead,
it's still fine. You can still come through, but it's going to be like a 15, 20-minute wait, depending on what you get.
Yeah.
Chicken strips, 5 minutes.
Yep.
Fried chicken, 15 to 20.
Yes.
So we prefer you to call ahead so we can just have it ready for you when you pull up.
Again, best fried chicken around. I am not joking with this. Try it for yourself. I dare you. And tell me the place that beats this. I don't think you can. I'm so excited to start this again. It's the best weather.
It is.
For fried chicken. Fried chicken picnics.
Our potato bowls is, we put our mashed potatoes on it, and we put a side of corn, and then we cut our chicken strip up. They can get it grilled, non-seasoned, or seasoned.
Ooh, all the choices.
Yes. And it comes with white or brown gravy.
I'm going to choose white for mine, Miss Kathy.
Oh, is this for y'all?
That one's theirs. No, I don't care.
I'm going to make one for y'all.
Brown. The white was supposed to be no corn.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then you put the choice of gravy on it. And then you just get a couple of pieces of cheese.
Yum. Everything is better with cheese.
Yes. Makes it a little bit cheesier. This is our 2-piece meal. It'll come with 2 sides. You can either get green
Turn that
beans.
around so they can see the chicken, Miss Kathy.
Green beans, mashed potatoes, corn, baked beans, a side salad. But she wanted 2 green beans for hers.
Because she's healthy today. But let's talk about the breading on this for just 1 second, Miss Kathy. I know you're not going to tell me the secret of the breading or anything behind it. But
it's like
that can't
southern,
like
seasoning and stuff that we put.
So all the good stuff that certainly is not healthy, but tastes amazing. It's an amazing treat, right?
And like I said, they can get it with the seasoning or without.
Well, we need to get these orders to them while they're still hot. But real quick, can you tell everyone about your catering opportunities around here? I know your daughter, the fine Miss Talia, told me that there are catering opportunities, but she wasn't quite sure. So how do they get a hold of you for catering?
They can get hold of me. They can call BK's. And
just call that number.
Call the number at BK's and get hold of me and tell me when it is.
What is it that you have to offer for the catering?
I have everything. I have chicken, prime rib, baked chicken, anything that they want.
Yeah. So if you're looking for your summer parties, your summer weddings, any kind of thing that you want some good Southern cooking, call Miss Kathy. What's that number again?
573-735-1295.
I've had a great time visiting BK's. I hope you stop out here and visit it too. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.
I always love being back in Northeast Missouri. Not only did we head over to Monroe City to BK's, we also spent some time at the Mark Twain Boyhood Home. And Brittany had a chance to talk to Mark Schneider about what's going on at the Boyhood Home. Also, don't worry that Hannibal Bridge is going to be closed. There's plenty of ways to get there, and we're getting ready for music under the stars.
Hey everybody, we are outside the Mark Twain Boyhood Home and Museum. I am here with the director, Mark Schneider. Mark, thanks for joining me today. We're here to talk about music under the stars.
That's right. It's getting to be that time of year. The community concert that people in Hannibal know and love.
Mm-hmm.
Getting ready to come back to Hill Street. I'm calling it the Thrill on Hill. So
I like that.
Here in just a few weeks, the first Thursday in June will be the official start. All shows start at 7 p.m. So this is where it takes place, and people can just bring their chairs down and come on down and listen to the show.
And like you said, you are on a hill. For some reason, we chose that. I'm on the bottom half. I don't really know why we chose that.
We could switch that up.
And our glorious hair is going everywhere because right now it's not as hot as it's going to be. So be prepared for that. When does the first date for Music Under the Stars?
So I believe it's June, 5th, I believe. So that's the first Thursday. So June 5th at 7 p.m. is the first date. Stonehill will be the first performers. So a local favorite. Everybody that knows Stonehill loves them.
Awesome.
3 people that just play great music and have a lot of fun. So it'll be a really great entertainment for everybody that comes down.
Like I said, it's going to be probably warmer considering it's June 5th. So go ahead and also bring your umbrellas, your sunblock, whatever you need to use.
That's right.
And your lawn chairs. And then they can pack their coolers, right?
That's right. That's right. We do not have a vendor this year for alcohol sales. So we are not selling alcohol. There you go. So if you want to...
BYOB is so much better anyway because then you get exactly what you want and everyone gets exactly what they want and they're all super happy, you know?
And we do have, we will have other community organizations that will be here serving as vendors. So depending on the week, we'll have everything from fish sandwiches to hot dogs, maybe even some ice cream in there, who knows, but they'll be serving food and drink here as well. So that option is available for anybody that comes down.
And they can always know these options based on your Facebook. Will you be updating up there?
Yep, so every concert has an event on Facebook. So there is an event page for every concert on the Mark Twain Boyhood Home and Museum Facebook page. You can also go to our website, marktwainmuseum.org. All of the concerts are listed there as well as all the other events that we have going on for the community. So those are the places to stay informed. And yeah, everything that you need to know, all the details are right there.
Awesome. And okay, so the elephant in the room, we're not in a room, but the Hannibal Bridge.
Sure.
Are you scared?
No. Honestly, the big deal here is that bridge has been operational for 25 years. And we love that bridge, and it's scheduled maintenance.
Yes.
You're at the mercy of a lot of things when it comes to that. And MoDOT is doing the best that they can to make sure that it's minimal impact for us. We appreciate the things that Missouri Department of Transportation does for us. So we're not worried about it. If you plan ahead and you know your route, it's really not going to add very much time. If you're coming from Quincy and you go across in West Quincy and come down through Palmyra, I think it may add 2 minutes, maybe 3. And maybe you'll see a little something in Northeast Missouri that you haven't seen before or that you forgot about. If you're coming from the south side of things, if you come through Louisiana, Missouri, and go across the new Champ Clark Bridge that's been around for a little while, but at least it's not the old Champ Clark Bridge, you can come through Louisiana, Missouri, and check out that side of things too. So as long as you plan ahead and you know what you're doing, it's really not a big deal.
And like you said, it's 2 or 3 minutes. I know because my husband and I timed it one time. My husband will be playing at one of these. I don't know the exact date, but Gypsy Tango Foxtrot.
That's right. That's right. I believe they are
the 21st.
The 21st. Thank you.
12th.
The 12th. The 12th. The 12th.
Thanks,
They're the second.
man.
They're the second players. They're the second show. So
I'm looking forward to that one.
Oh yeah. We first of all, I'm a big fan of Gypsy Tango Foxtrot. Been to a lot of shows and things, and so. When I got the opportunity to coordinate the concerts, that was my first phone call.
Awesome.
So I'm very happy to have them come because, I mean, obviously we know that over in Quincy, they're an extremely talented group of musicians that really give you something different than what you're normally going to hear.
Absolutely.
So bringing them over here and having them have the opportunity to play in front of Hannibal and having Hannibal the opportunity to listen to them, I'm extremely excited about that.
I'm excited that you're having them. Thank you for that.
Yep.
And like you said, again, Music Under the Stars. It starts at the beginning of June. It's every Thursday.
That's right.
I think the bridge closing is a good telling of what your community, or I want to say our community, everyone's a good measure of community.
Yeah.
We're going to see people come out no matter what. Like you said, it's only 2 extra minutes, maybe a different scenery.
Yep.
Just do it. You'll enjoy yourselves and
take it as a reason to come support. I mean, listen, coming down here and being a part of this historic campus, it's amazing. And there's businesses and there's eateries and there's organizations and there's parks and there's all these things that are enveloped right here. And you coming over and supporting and taking part and enjoying it really makes a huge, huge difference to this community.
Lastly, can we cover the hours of the Boyhood Home and Museum? Because that's something that I think Bob was asking me, did you take this as a field trip as a kid? I'm like, if I did, I don't remember. So that's something you can do and plan for your summertime.
That's right.
Downtime.
That's right. So Hannibal residents, as always, are free to come to the Mark Twain Boyhood Home and Museum any day that we're open, all the hours that we're open. We're open 361 days a year. We're only closed on the major holidays. Our summer hours are 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Awesome.
And honestly, if you're from the area and you think you remember taking the field trip here, things have obviously changed over the years. This campus has changed quite a bit, and what we can offer as far as learning and interactive experiences have really changed. So this is a great trip for you and your family, you and your group, your book club. I mean, think about James, the book that came out winning the Pulitzer Prize recently, Ron Chernow book coming out with his biography. This is a place of focus right now.
Yeah.
And you have the opportunity. You live right here. Come experience it again. Bring your family.
Yeah.
Know what it is that made this place so great. Why did it create the father of American literature? There's got to be something to it.
I love your passion behind it. And so I will be checking it out.
Yes.
And then I plan on making like a day of it, you know.
Yeah.
We'll be here. Like you said, it closes at 5. Go grab some food, maybe down at the Wolfhound Pub, right down on Main Street, and then come back for the show.
They do have delicious food at the Wolfhound's Pub. I've had that quite a few times. And listen, you've got the Mark Twain Riverboat, you've got the Mark Twain Cave Complex, you've got all these businesses and shops downtown. It's Americana wrapped up with a bow, and you can just come on right down here and experience it.
Yes.
America's 250th birthday is coming up next year. This is the perfect place to experience that Main Street, downtown America. This is the place.
It is. It's my little getaway.
That's right.
Thank you so much, Mark, for your time today and being here and explaining to our viewers what you have to offer.
Thank you so much.
Of course, we had lots of busy work in the studio. We had yet another Frankie Say. Big announcement.
It was a big announcement. He had on our friend Tip, Jared Tipton, known to most of you as Chef Jared from 8 Open, and he announced his latest endeavor. Check that out. And make note that 8 Open is not closing. I didn't want anybody to be confused by that. Big announcement for a second location.
We talked about his budding restaurant empire. So, Business Spotlight, Ron Kincherf talks to Bob Daly and Brock Hamsmeyer about the good work they are doing at WGCA Radio 88.5 The Mix. They are housed just upstairs in this same building, and some big news there with Brock Hamsmeyer becoming the station's general manager. Congratulations, Brock.
Then on Club Muddy, Bob, Ashley, and I sit down for a nice little roundup, and then we have a great guest, somebody that I've been longing to have on Club Muddy for quite some time. He taught me the best bug spray in the world, Conservation Ranger, Glenn Sanders.
And Quincy Raceways, another big week as long as the rains hold off. Steve and I talked a little bit about how much fun they had on the Mars Tour last week when they ran on Fridays. They are back on Sunday nights. Always great to go out to Quincy Raceways on Memorial Day weekend, especially if you have Monday off. That means you could probably have an extra beverage or two out there. Please drink responsibly.
Speaking of sports, now it's time for Sports with Shane Holsey, brought to you by Neiman's.
Hey there, Muddy Buddies. Another happy Friday to you and yours. I'm Muddy River sports writer Shane Holsey with you. We are in one of the busiest times of the year. We are in postseason for the spring sports around the area. Baseball, softball, track. We just wrapped up state boys golf over on the Missouri side. Congratulations to the Palmyra Panthers, state champions by one stroke over another area school, Clarence Canyon Conference rival South Shelby. So a fine performance from those two. Congratulations to the Panthers. And just recorded a Shane in the fast lane on Shuck's truck with those four Palmyra golfers, Jonas James, Skeeter Krager, Abram Getz, and Tony White. So keep an eye out for that on the website. And if you haven't checked out some of the stories from those from Palmyra and South Shelby's run at the state tournament down in Sedalia, make sure you check those out. We are in the thick of regional play and on the softball side and baseball as well with the smaller classes underway. So make sure you're following along with us, following along all the action. And then girls state track on the Illinois side as well. Several area athletes pursuing state titles in various events. Central Southeastern sectional champions for the first time in 20 years since 2005. So they have plenty of athletes, and Sailor Berry from Minden Unity and several others as well, making some runs at some possible state championships. We shall see. You shall find out along with us if you're following along with us on MuddyRiverSports.com, Twitter, Facebook, or X. I keep calling it Twitter. Never not going to call it Twitter. But Facebook, X, YouTube, Muddy River TV, all the good stuff. So make sure you're following along with all the postseason action and stay up to date as best you can. And we'll continue to bring you the best sports coverage around. Muddy River sports writer Shane Holsey signing off once again. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you next week.
Neiman's, your neighborhood market.
Thanks, Shane, for that. Make sure to check out Shane in the fast lane. He's filling it for our Shuck on the Truck, doing a great job with that. The latest one was with the Palmyra boys golf team. Right before that, he had one with Alex McCullough. Both of them were great.
And we talked about the weather a little bit earlier. If you want to get into the pool this weekend,
nah.
Well, I've been reading more on these cold plunges.
Yeah.
So if you want to start getting into cold plunges,
Pass.
It's going to be a great weekend for the pool.
Pass.
Other than that, it's going to be a little chilly out there.
You're wearing your sweater vest. I'm wearing my sweater dress. It is
still chilly
really,
outside.
Seasonal.
Here's Nathaniel and Brent with how's the weather up there from our friends at Farm and Home Supply.
All right, ready for a joke to brighten your mood?
Oh, brighten my mood? I'm in a good mood. It's a good day.
Well, here's a riddle. When are your eyes not your eyes?
When are my eyes not my eyes? Oh, you got me there.
When the wind makes them water. Makes them water.
Makes them water.
We'll skip over that one. Hi, I'm meteorologist Nathaniel Jones. This is meteorologist Brent Clare. This is how the weather up there with your weekend forecast. And Brent, you said as you came in this morning, it's beautiful out.
Oh my gosh! I mean, I love these May days. The sky is absolutely blue, and green grass, green trees, and that cool.
And the wind's not blowing in your face and making them water.
Yeah. Whatever. But yeah, a beautiful day, and I know that a certain a group of students are very happy today, as it is the last day of school, and so perfect day for that. But it's not going to last, and that's a bad thing, or not a bad or good thing. It will probably be the coolest Memorial Day weekend since 2003 at least.
Yeah.
So maybe further back that. So very, very rare. We're talking about highs that will not even get out of the lower to mid 60s.
It doesn't feel like the unofficial start to summer.
No, that's true. And usually the boats are out, the pools are open, and all that stuff. And it's like, no, that ain't going to happen, folks.
Even wearing shorts, like a crisp morning it was this morning. I was like, I don't know if I could wear shorts today or not.
Yeah, it's well, I mean, for me, I'm a little warm-blooded, so I could pull it off. But obviously, it's just a little brisk, and of course right now this morning good sunshine, but we'll see some clouds come in later today, and maybe some drizzly pockets, because what you're going to see is a disturbance come through, and it's cool enough and it's dry enough that it's not really going to produce a lot of rain, but it might just a little mist every now and then.
Okay.
So today maybe a little bit of that. Tomorrow we clear out a little bit again. And then we just kind of go back and forth in these little disturbances. Saturday looks pretty good so far all the day through, but as we go into Saturday night and Sunday, we'll start to see some more rain chances, because a warm front's going to start lifting up from the south, but it won't quite get to us, and we'll get the overrun of the air that comes up through it, but we will not get the warm air with it. So seeing a period of showers and thunderstorms possibly for Sunday and Monday both. So. The picnics and the barbecues are going to be a little iffy there. So
just watch the forecast a little closer in the radar to see if you can get those outdoor activities squeezed in.
Squeezed in, yeah. So that's going to be the bad thing about that. So good news is no severe weather is expected with that, because we had a little another excitement there Tuesday night. Was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Again. It's the darn warm fronts. We dealt with this back in Easter. And when you get close to that warm front and you got the thunderstorms producing like what they're doing, it doesn't take much to get a little spin up going there. So it was really frustrating to do that. And of course, I hate nighttime storms, because you can't see a darn thing.
You can't verify what's happening.
Can't verify anything, and it's, of course, what you can't see, it always sounds 10 times worse than it really is. So. But so yeah, unfortunate, but fortunately no damage with that.
Besides a little bit of flash flooding, correct? With some water over the roads, and they had a vehicle trapped, I do believe. So a little bit of flash flooding.
Right. It was a very hard, fast rain. Now Seminary Road, that was the one that had the car rescue, typically does flood. So,
right.
And then the viaduct
in 24.
24. Yeah. That's just a common one. And it's like when they say it floods, it's not like the whole viaduct is full. It's just maybe a couple inches of water, which is still enough to do some damage. And of course, turn around, don't drown.
Go to the water. You never know what's underneath that water. That's the
right.
threat.
That's why I always tell people there are great videos out there that shows how just a very slow moving water over a roadway, and then all of a sudden, 2 hours later, the image shows there's no roadway there. So that's the worst part. So I'll always say, do not drive through. Knock on wood, we really haven't had much of an issue with that, but still, those are the biggest concerns. The biggest, if I remember right, the highest death rate is through flooding.
Correct. Yeah, the one that leads to most deaths.
It's not tornadoes. It's not hurricanes. It's flooding.
Right.
So that is a scary statistic. So.
Yep.
So just something to think about. So, but let's get away from the negative here. So the planting progress. So we are done. Most people are done.
Yeah.
Most people got in before this last rain, so that's really good. It's looking really awesome. All the crops have been driving around the area, so so that's a good sign. So I think we can kind of take a deep breath about that and think, and we're going to get moving in. So now we're going to move into hay operations. So they want dry weather for hay. Ain't going to happen for a while. So mowing is going to take a pause for a while. I still got a lot of water in my yard, so I ain't going to mow any.
Right. It might grow a little bit if we get some extra sunshine, but it's going to take a little bit to dry out.
So and then of course all the flowers are in full bloom. So
And a good thing also is your electric bill. Well, we talked about last time, have you turned on your air conditioning yet? And it was 90 degrees then, right?
Yeah, it was 90 degrees.
But in the past week, haven't had to use it all too much.
The furnace may have kicked on last because it's automatic, so, but how we can go from 90, But that's funny you say that is because in 1985, I went back, I was looking at Memorial Days, that we actually had a time where it was like 40 to 90 in like 2 days.
It's a quick span.
Quick span. So yeah, it's not unheard of at this time of year. So and that was just as a chaotic spring as well. But
can I get your expert forecast for me on something specific? We've talked about my trampolines in depth on this show, but I'm getting ready to put up another trampoline. So what the wind forecast? Give it to me in the next 1 or 2 weeks. Am I relatively safe? Are we out of the wind gust being 50 miles an hour? You think? Barring any severe weather, that it's safe to put one up now.
Well, trampolines are the new mobile homes that tornadoes sniff out. You put it up, a tornado is going to find it. No, okay, so we had a pretty good windy day yesterday, but of course that's the backside of a low pressure system. So, and we are going to start going into the time of year where it gets warmer and it stays warmer. You know, we won't have the competing air masses. So slowly that wind will subside because again, the more contrast of temperature you have is where you have the winds. Okay. So with that said, as we move into June, yes, the winds will calm down. So you should be safe. Now, are we done with the severe weather for the year? Obviously, you're never done.
Right.
Have we pushed through our spring peak? I think we're getting pretty close to that. Barring I say that and I just remembered an analog from 2011 that we had a similar setup this year in 2011, and then Memorial Day or the very last weekend of May was when we got really active in. So you had the Joplin, you had the El Reno, and all those. So as soon as I said that, I said, man, maybe we shouldn't pull the trigger quite yet. So, but
on average,
we are going. We have hit the peak of it, and so we should be coming down. So hopefully we'll be done. But of course, we see severe weather year round. So never let your guard down. Good conversation I had last night and this morning. Just the fact that we have good technology today. Weather radio is still the most reliable way of getting warning information quickly and accurately and 24/7. We are getting a little bit reliant on our cell phones, but again, you could have a cell phone go down or cell tower go down, power outage, your batteries go dead. The weather radio will always be there as long as you plug it in.
So what's different about the weather radio? What kind of frequency does it run on, or a direct line to NOAA, or how does that work?
So the weather radio works on radio frequency. 162.475 is the frequency for this area. It is it's a computer recorded. It's text to voice.
Right.
But it's broadcast from the National Weather Service. When the National Weather Service issues a warning, as soon as they click the mouse click, it immediately goes to the computer, deciphers, and sends the tone out to wherever it needs to go automatically. I mean, within seconds. I mean, it's amazing. Your weather radio will alert. You will hear the warning. The bad thing is you will hear it for wide areas.
So is it county-based rather than the cone-based that's typically used, say, with cell phones?
It is county-based. So in the situation like you had, it would tell you because you were in Adams County.
Right.
It would also tell you if the storm is going through Lima, and you're in Liberty.
Right.
It's sunny and clear, and there's something going on in Lima. Yeah, you're going to hear that too, but better safe than sorry. So, but we had there's a big ordeal going down in St. Louis right now about the emergency management director being on paid leave because of the siren activation or lack thereof.
Right.
And we're trying to get people to remember that sirens are not the end all be all alerting system. We want to make sure you have multiple ways of receiving that information, and if nothing else, the storm sirens are kind of like the cherry on top of the parfait of verification. Yeah, we definitely see something. So,
right.
But we want to make sure well before we even get to that point. So, again, we're really trying to work on this to make sure that people are the weather awareness that people have that, cell phones are great, TV is great, radio is great, but the weather radio is absolutely the best you can get. And it's always neat to have that thing just going in the background, just the weather today is sunny and hot.
It's good to always be aware whether or not you have severe coming or not,
Yes.
and including to take naps, maybe to put you to sleep.
Very good. Very good idea. So anyway, enjoy the dreary, cool Memorial Day weekend, and hopefully next week we'll see some warmer temperatures. And go to the gym.
I'll take less sweat for now, that's for sure.
Less bugs.
Yeah, true.
Less bugs.
April showers bring May flowers, but April showers also bring
potholes.
You betcha.
So we all know that potholes are caused by weather, the different weather, and then it erodes. We're still doing pothole of the month. Now, I know like Bob likes to joke that the mayor's filling them all in, but Quincy is comprised of not only Quincy roads, they're comprised of county roads, Illinois state roads. I don't want you to get hit by a car, but I do want you to take a picture of the pothole and then submit that in the comment section of any one of our Pothole of the Month articles that we post during the month, and you can have a chance to win a free alignment from Delta Tire.
Again, as we told you, it is, or reminded you, because I'm sure you know, it's a holiday weekend. So I want everybody to enjoy their Monday holiday on Memorial Day. We will be closed here at Muddy River News. We will still have some content loading, but there won't be anybody in the office. And so that will also affect our recording schedule. There will be no daily Muddy that we will have for Tuesday, but then and then Minutes of the Mayor, because the city council meeting is going to be backed up. That might get backed up too. We're still trying to navigate that with Mayor Moore. So just another reminder.
But we'll be back with video coverage on Wednesday.
Yes.
Also with Memorial Day, if you're looking for a place to go, Wilco has you covered. Gabe's Wilco is going to be open that day, and not only are they going to be open, but that's the day that we are going to drop a taste of the town from them. Gabe gave us the best food, the best time while we were out there, and my friend Annie Reller got to join me. Make sure to check that out on Muddy TV, dropping this Monday.
Now, so you're not going swimming this weekend?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it.
No. I think this weekend we're going to state.
Oh, that's right.
My daughter actually made a state team for the Quincy Junior High track and field. She's doing a relay there. I'm so proud of her. We're going to go ahead and travel to East Peoria, cheer her on, and along with the rest of her teammates, go Quincy Junior High.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Also, don't forget to check out the garage sales. A lot of them going on this weekend, especially one on Woodside Drive.
Hey, go buy Bob's junk.
Please steal my stuff. So anyway, have a great holiday weekend. We'll be back here next week.
Bye.